it's great that these AI features exist and it's really going to be useful for people who travel a lot. But for me, I guess I didn't end up using them as much. Do you have a case for the Galaxy S23? But like a little plastic, transparent plastic.
No, only like that.
You know where the culture show is happening? Do you know where the exit is? That's when I thought I was wrong. Do you know where the exit is?
你知道出口在哪里吗？
Do you know where the culture show is happening?
你知道文化表演在哪里吗？
5点多，在那个东方礼堂。
Now, just like that, I felt I really underestimated Galaxy AI in the beginning. And just like this experience in China, there were other things that have changed my mind. Let me share. First of all, guys, let me address one thing. Now you don't have to spend top dollar to get Galaxy AI. In fact, in China, I was using Galaxy AI on the Galaxy S23 FE, which by the way, you can now get for under 35,000 rupees, 33,999 to be exact. And so be it the S23 FE, the S23, the Fold 5 or the Flip 5, Samsung has actually rolled out Galaxy AI as a software update on all of these devices. But what about devices like the S22 series, the Flip 4, the Fold 4? Well, they may be getting the Galaxy AI update in the month of May itself, but fingers crossed. But let me tell you what actually changed my mind about the Galaxy AI, okay? So just like the interpreter function that I just showed you, there's also live translate. So let's say that your cab driver only speaks Hindi and you only speak English. You both can actually have a conversation wherein you will only be able to hear your respective languages that you understand.
ठीक है, कृपया प्रतीक्षा करें, मैं 5 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ.
And all of this translation is happening real time. For now, these are the languages that it supports in case of live translate, but with time, we do expect more and more languages to be supported. And just like that, there's also chat assist. In this case, two people can text each other in their respective native languages, and you'll be able to see and read messages in the language that you prefer. And there's also a function called tone assist. So let's say you're writing in a language that you don't understand, but you want to sound polite or social or very formal, you can set the tone and send the message. But do note that this feature only works when you're using Samsung's default keyboard on this phone, which by the way is full of crazy number of functionalities and tips and tricks. I'm sure you don't know all about it, but I've done a marvelous video explaining all of those things. I leave it in the card over here. It's a must watch. Next, I think Circle to Search has been my absolute favorite. I found myself using it a lot more times, especially just quickly copy text from different places to share it across with people, or even just to add something to my collection of notes as I research topics. Or let's say I have a document and I just want to extract some text from it, it becomes really easy with this. Or let's say I like a specific product in some, other creator's reel, I quickly just pause, perform a quick circle to search, and get an idea of what that might be and where I might find it. Now look, I knew this existed as Google Lens, but it was just a lot harder to execute. Samsung with Galaxy AI, it's just made it a lot easier, quicker, very accessible to quickly be able to do it. Next, I think Photo Assist came out as a big surprise because I actually ended up using it more than I thought I would. I take a lot of photos and videos, and sometimes I just want to tweak them a bit to make them look exactly the way I want. So be it removing someone or something to reduce clutter and get the exact shot, or even just moving an object a little here or there to get a more balanced photo. All of that can be done quite easily with Galaxy AI. Also, if you're looking to make a picture you took just a little better, you could just swipe up and Galaxy AI gives you suggestions on the kinds of tweaks you can make to make it look better. Now, there are a few times while erasing or moving things, the generative fill introduces elements that may not work for you. Now, look, this is a self-evolving learning model, okay? It's going to improve over time, so it's going to get better for sure. But anyway, it does get things right for the most of the times, and I'm good with that. Now, the other thing that I think is a major game changer is the phone's ability to organize and summarize things for you. For example, I read articles on a daily basis, and there's this small little functionality here that quickly summarizes the entire article page for me into bullets that I can really go through quickly. And I can just choose whether I want a short summary or if I want a detailed summary. Just a quick disclaimer, this thing only works in Samsung's internet browser and not on Google Chrome. Now, let's say that you've made a lot of notes sitting in a meeting. You can actually have all of them organized neatly, and it just takes one tap of Galaxy AI to organize the entire thing into a sorted format, which is also more presentable for you to share. I mean, just think about the time it can save you when you're sitting in a meeting and jotting those minutes down. But wait, you can actually take this thing a notch above. So you could actually just record the entire meeting using voice recorder, and the app will automatically create a transcript segregated by speaker. And then you could summarize that too with a single tap. So next time you're actually in a meeting with a lot of people, just hit that record button on the voice recorder and let it just record the entire meeting. And at the end of it, it's going to create a transcript for you, and hit the summary button. It'll just summarize the entire meeting in one go. Now look guys, obviously whether you get to use these features or not, a lot of it depends on how you work and how your work functions, but I think it could be really powerful and time-saving for those who actually end up using it. But guys, honestly, more than just the fact that Galaxy AI is coming on the S23 FE and the S23 and other models, I think the fact that S23 FE and the S23 are a lot lower in terms of their prices as compared to their launch prices, it's just so cool. I mean, the S23 FE for 33,999. And honestly, at this price, I can't even think of another phone that gives you all of this along with benefits of One UI 6.1. Which again, if you want to know what all you can do with One UI 6.1 on these phones, I've done a full video explaining a lot of new features, tips and tricks. You can get that in the video in this card over here. Guys, all in all, I think I'm really happy that Samsung has brought Galaxy AI features to more phones than just the top level flagship phones. I mean, that way just more and more of us can experience Galaxy AI, and you don't have to spend high-end flagship level prices for that. But guys, I do admit one thing. It does take a bit of intentional use of these features to get the hang of it. But once you do get the hang of these features, it almost becomes second nature for you to use them, and that's when you realize how easy it can make certain things for you. That's what's happened to me, and that's what this whole video was about. But if you guys still have any questions, doubts, concerns, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll definitely help you guys out. And if you did enjoy watching the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel guys, hit that bell notification icon, and mark all. Helps the channel grow a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one.